I'm a real human, not a puppet or a demon. He brought this upon himself when he attacked the ravens. They're messengers of death, after all. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to play a game that's part of the O2A2 game jam called Under the Murder Tree. They say that when you feel a shiver down your spine, someone is walking on your future grave. Isn't it funny, officer? I'm still giving you the shivers. Oh no! I can't deny that. Oh wait, am I the officer? Uh-oh. He's been like this since he walked in, perfectly still, even without any restraint, shoulders hunched towards me and barely blinking. I've seen dozens like him, the dead eyes of someone incapable of feeling remorse for his actions. He's been in custody for 4 hours already, and I have only 5 minutes to break him and make him talk. Uh-oh. Let me remind you why you're here. My colleagues deciphered your Zodiac-like letters you sent us, daring us to find you, and you got arrested. You got what you wanted, Elliot. Now tell me where you buried him. He is still alive, but that won't be for long. I'm trying desperately to ignore that timer in the corner. Uh-huh. You're right, officer. Air doesn't last long in a sealed coffin. However, in 5 minutes, it won't matter. And don't worry, the biscuit had it coming. Where did you bury them? What's the rush, officer? If you're patient enough, I might give you a hint. So why don't we have a nice little chat first? I've never been good at socializing, you know. Ever since I can remember, people avoided me because I'm different. I spend more time reading under the dead hemlock tree alone than being with other people. The murder tree? That one. Is that where he is? But the birds, they make me feel at ease. Have you ever held a bird in your hands, officer? No, I don't think so. Oh, you're a good person. I love birds. I swore to protect them from harm, because nobody else will. The world is already cruel as it is. People feed bread to the ducks not knowing it's actually really bad for them. By now, I've memorized all their songs. I've seen some hatch and cried with joy. I've seen birds take flight for the first time. I've even had ducklings follow me as if I were their mama. Let 'em cook, I guess. My favorites? Ravens. Those gentle, frail creatures live in a world where they're shunned because they're weird and scary. I feel akin to them. And you know, they're considered as bad omens. Yeah, pretty much, trying hard not to look at the clock. I built a home for them, an aviary. Then why did you do it? Stop wasting time. You see, when I was coming back home, I heard gunshots, like ones from hunters. And then, my poor creatures, all laying on the floor in a gush of blood, their eggs smashed, broken black feathers everywhere. I cried, officer. Stop right there. Now that the motive is clear, I wonder which approach I should use. I'll be empathetic. What you've done is undoubtedly wrong, but I can't say I don't get it. That must have been horrible, Elliot. You know you're a good guy. By confessing, you'll have a clear conscience. No, I don't care if he dies. I want him to suffer in fear, just like my poor creatures did. If he gets out of here, he'll be like a new man for sure. Let's talk about what we found in your room. Tower of Silence? Ever heard of them? The Zoroastrian, many years ago, they built them for excarnation. I don't know what either of those words are, but I'm running out of time. They didn't want to taint the earth with the corpses, so they left them to the carrion birds. Oh, it was a way to give back to nature. I know what he's thinking about. Do you? 'Cause I don't. His victims must be damaging the earth by living. Sky burial? I know what's sky burial? Oh, I should say giving alms to the birds. It's a generous practice from East Asia. There's a variant where you put the body in a hollow tree trunk and wait for the birds. A hollow tree trunk? Definitely more practical than a coffin. Did he use a burial tree or... maybe that's a clue? Ask about the books. Well, we're running out of time here. Oh, do you like it? Yeah, we're out of time here. That's fine. It was an ancient Egyptian belief. When a person died, the heart was weighed against the... Oh, we're going to negative time now. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Too little, too late. Well, I had to read all your stuff, fam. That's okay. No, this is just the first playthrough. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry, officer. It's not your fault. He brought this upon himself when he attacked the ravens. They're messengers of death, after all. Ending. Messengers of death. Okay. What do you mean? I've never been good at socializing, you know. Ever since I can remember, people avoided me because I'm different. I spend more time reading under the dead hemlock tree alone than being with other people. I didn't finish reading Weighing of the Heart. It was an ancient Egyptian belief. When a person died, their heart was weighed against the feather of of Mat, the goddess of truth and justice. I thought it was Newt. Was it Mat or Newt? If the heart was heavier, well... Elliot starts giggling, giving a weird, satisfied smirk. It looks more like punishment, and he's delighted by that. His victim wouldn't pass the judgment, nor would he. Do you know where Elliot buried his victim? Under the hemlock tree? No? What if I try scolding him? Do you think this justifies burying a man alive? I don't care if he dies. I want him to suffer in fear, just like my poor creatures did. If he gets out of here, he'll feel like a new man for sure. I'm trying to figure this out. He's staring down like, what you typing? Do you know the answer? I bet you don't. I tried a hemlock tree. That's not it. Hey, don't deflect. But this is more important, officer. You'll see in a moment. As I was saying, birds are my only solace. My favorites, ravens. It all still leads me to this point, and I have no idea what it could be. How could I have been so blind? The answer was in front of me all along. The murder tree! The tree where the murder happened. The tree specifically grown for murder. The murder tree! I quickly made a call for reinforcements. While Elliot was looking at me with a blank, motionless stare of contempt, I received the confirmation that they found the burial site. He seems pretty nonchalant about the whole thing. My intuition was right. I had to use the walkthrough. He wanted to feed the victim to the ravens. You're going to prison. Do you understand? Loud and clear, officer. Allow me just this. I have one request. A favor, if you want to put it that way. What is it? I was expecting to hear something deranged come out of his mouth, but he gently reached for the bag I confiscated earlier. I froze for a moment, fearing he was going to threaten me with a weapon as a last resort. And then Elliot hands me a tiny little egg in a box. I won't be able to hatch it now. It's the only survivor from the nest, officer. And, as you can imagine, it's been with me since I can't trust anyone. Please take care of it for me. Promise me you'll teach it to fly, and everything will be all right. Oh, I get to name the baby? Does that have any bearing on anything? Well, the name is obvious. I have to name it after my baby son. Let's spell his name right. I will name him Alouette. Well, I'll call it Alouette. Alouette, please take good care of it. And thank you. Oh, ending, little Alouette. Oh. And today I want to play a game called 403 Puppet. Psst. Hey you. Yeah? You talking to... Oh, he's so precious. His eyes are staring right through my soul, though. A puppet suddenly appears from inside the box. Finally, someone who acknowledges me. Be gone, demon. No, hello. This may seem odd, but I have a favor to ask of you. It would be rude not to exchange introductions first, however. I am Raku, a real human being. It just introduced you as a puppet, and as it turns out, you do seem to have strings that hold you down, friend. But okay, he says he's a human being, okay. And you? I am Espoir. I am also a human being, I think. Nice to meet you, Espoir. I need help getting out of this box. I have a feeling I shouldn't do that. Can you help me, Espoir? Pet him. You know what, sure. What you need? Sure, I can help. What do you need, buddy? Perfect. Now then, I need you to look around for a way to get me out, Espoir. It is tight and pitch black in here, so I cannot find my own way out. All right. Check for a puppeteer. What do you see? I don't see someone controlling you. What? I said I'm not a puppet. I'm a real person. Okay. Check for an opening or a lock. Check for a lock. What do you see? A lock. Is there a key somewhere? There's a key on your earring. That's a cool idea. I want to make some key earrings. It's been so long that I don't remember. I do not remember how I woke up here, actually. How do you know you're a human, then? I just know, all right? Sure. Try and look around the box. Maybe it's lying around. You look around. There's no key in sight. There must be a way of getting me out. Break the case. Yeah, look for a key. Again, on him. You continue to search. How long have you been stuck? I'm not sure. I've really lost track of time. I'm not sure if I even have friends or family. I've just been alone. Oh, I could be your friend, buddy. Espoir. Thank you. That means a lot to me. You noticed the glint of his earring after he shook his head. You didn't notice that in the first place. I noticed that right after I noticed his eyes peering into my soul. Your earring? What is it? This is going to sound weird, but your earring, you probably can't see it, but the shape of it, it's similar to a key. Is it possible that that is what will open the box? You might be onto something. Go on, take it off. I do not mind. You lean in near the box to carefully take the earring off. Why do I feel like that's a trap? You attempt to push the earring into the keyhole. Alright, it's not a trap. It fits perfectly. How wonderful. I would have never thought to try that. Espoir, you're very clever. Now then, let's unlock the case. What is it? Why aren't you doing anything? I'm suspicious, yeah. Now you are? What are you suspicious of? There's nothing to be worried about. I am harmless, after all. Are you truly threatened when I am at my most vulnerable? You said you're a human, and humans are mighty suspicious. He has a point. Still, what should I do? Let's get you out of there, buddy. You finally have mercy on the puppet and turn the key, unlocking the case. Just as long as I don't get, the police don't come in here for me basically stealing a puppet. I'm freed, and I have you to thank. I can't believe you're actually a person. I told you, didn't I? I guess I should go now. Yes, of course. There is someone I must speak to, so I will remain here in the meantime. But once I'm done, let me treat you. Since we are friends, right?
Oh, okay.
Raku has a strange glint in his eye, but you turn to give him some time.
You did a good deed today, and even made a new friend. Ooh, friend! Ooh, puppet friend!
Right? Right? What happens if I check for a crack? Does that do anything? There's a little bit of an opening behind the box. Oh, excellent. We can find something to pry it open. People toss things around here all the time. Check nearby. All right. Break the case or look for a tool. I don't want to break it just yet, so we'll look for a tool. Did you find something? You pick up a dirty wrench nearby. I guess this will do. All right, go on. Pry it open. What is it? Why aren't you doing anything? I'm still suspicious. Now you are? So if I free him with the wrench, does that do anything different? You finally have mercy on the puppet and pry the box open for him. Perfect.
Huh?
The space around you suddenly feels small and enclosed. Oh no! You try to move, but you are constricted by golden strings. Oh no! I want to thank you for your help. Unfortunately, the only way for one to truly be freed from the puppet case is by replacing it with another puppet. Oh, okay. I see how it is. We were friends in the last playthrough, but now you're gonna do me like this, Raku? Okay, that's fine. Espoir, you are now the puppet. Nuts. Alright. Since using the wrench, I know that that's gonna... Why did that do that, not the key? Oh well. What if I drop the wrench and say, no, forget you, friend, now that I know what you're gonna do? You decide not to go through with the rescue, instead dropping the wrench onto the ground. What are you doing?
I don't feel like helping you now.
No, get back here.
Bye!
You walk off, suddenly feeling like getting a bowl of ramen now. It's just a puppet anyway. Right? He was trying to be slick. What happens if I break the case? That seems a bit extreme. There's a certain look in your eye that makes Raku nervous. Hey, what are you planning?
I'm gonna break the case.
What? Whoa. Isn't that too much? What if you end up hitting me on accident?
You're a puppet. You won't even feel it.
For the last time, I am a real human being. I am not a puppet.
Anyway, I'm gonna see what I can find.
Search around the streets? The street? You find a bat lying against a building nearby. Oh no. You pick it up. Batter up? Hey, wait. Please, let's try another way. Please. But I wanted to use the bat. Take a swing anyway! Woohoo! You smash the bat against the case. Immediately, the box is crushed from the impact. Perfect. Wait, what? What? No! Aw. So I guess you have to use the key. What happens if I pet him? What the? Stop it! I'm not some animal.
Yeah, you're a puppet.
I'm not a puppet either. I need you to look around for a way to get me out, Espoir. What's in it for me? You wish to be rewarded for helping? All right, I will see what I can do. First, let's focus on the task. I need you to look around for a way to get me out, Espoir. So I'm guessing, while I'm looking for the key, if I try to break the case, it's gonna end up with me as the puppet again. There's a certain look in your eye that makes Raku nervous. Do you know where I can find a hammer? A hammer? For what?
To break the case. I'm gonna wreck it.
Uh-huh. Whoa, isn't that too much? What if you end up hitting me on accident? Oh yeah, I didn't say, "Be gone, demon." Hey, I'm not a demon. I'm a real human being. I have a favor to ask of you. Let me introduce myself. I am Raku. I am a real human, not a puppet or a demon. Alright, I think the last thing I haven't tried is taking the key out instead of freeing him and becoming his best friend. You decide not to go through with the rescue, instead removing the key. What are you doing?
I don't feel like helping you now.
No, get back here.
Sorry, pal. You walk off, suddenly feeling like getting a bowl of ramen now. It's just a puppet anyway, right?
Sorry, Raku.
If you would like to see more of this game, there will be a link in the description to it, and you can follow the developer in case there is any more development. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.